All right, hello. So, what I'll be doing here is walking you through this template here and showcasing to you exactly how you can gather the end user's email and first name all within Manychat and not having them have to go to a landing page to gather that information, but yet still integrating it over into your email software. And I'm going to be walking you through this template that we have right here. Now, you do have the ability to download this template. And what it pretty much looks like is you're going to get something just like this. You're going to want to hit save to Manychat, which will then prompt up a folder within your Manychat automations tab. You're going to want to click on that, and then you're going to want to make your proper edits, of course. Now, please definitely do reference back to this video if you have any questions, but otherwise, I'm going to walk you just through high level. And definitely please check out the information below. Anna and I did put together a really beginner friendly course with Manychat as well as email marketing, all put together in one, where we walk you through step by step. We also provide you 3 additional done for you flows you can get up and running literally today, which has been incredibly successful for ourselves, students, and many other clients. All right, so let's walk through what we have right here. So the first off thing is we're going to have your trigger. Now, this is going to be, just for the sake of this example, this is where you're going to have the end user comment a keyword, which will be your trigger within Manychat, in order to provide that lead magnet, whatever you are trying to give away in exchange for their first name and their email address. So as you can see right here, this is where it's going to be on any post. They're going to comment the keyword Superman1, and then of course I have all my replies set up. Then from here, it's going to go into your first message. Now, as of October 2025, Manychat did update this just slightly. See how the very top it says send as a private reply. You always want to make sure this is your very first message. Previously, in a lot of the course material that you'll see from Anna and I, it is a comment reply. It's the same thing, but please make sure the first one is always as a private reply. And then from here, this is where you're just going to pretty much acknowledge that end user that they are looking for that specific freebie, the lead magnet. The whole goal of this is for them to click so it can kickstart the actual DM automation. They're going to click yes, please, which will prompt them into the condition. Now, this is really important, you guys. The condition here is this is where you're actually going to start gathering their information, but also really important is this is where you're going to find out if you already have that person's email and first name. You don't want to ask for it again. So what that looks like, the condition is going to be set up as email has any value. And if it does have value, meaning we do have their email address within Manychat, it's then going to prompt them to the next one. Same thing. This is going to be just confirming that we have their first name. If we don't have their first name, we'll go into the following below. And then just for the sake of just to follow through with this, if we do have their email and their first name already in the Manychat system, then it's going to deliver the actual freebie product as a whole. Now, let's say that we do not have their email or their first name. This is where data collection comes into par. So if the email has no value, it's going to prompt up this message right here. We have a delay. We have fantastic. First name, this is their Instagram user ID, not their actual first name. This is pretty much just asking them to get their information. I have this built as a data collection. And then, of course, the moment that they do reply with their email, it's then going to bring them directly up to the first name. And then the same thing if we don't have their first name, it's going to prompt up a data collection, which you can see right here is first name. And then same thing, they submit their first name. And then it will bring them directly into the actual freebie of what you promised to deliver to them, which you can see right here. You have a little download button, have a little message. Highly recommend that you guys do follow up via email. This way, the end user has the freebie inside their Instagram direct message as well in their email. So now from here, the next thing I want to talk about that is incredibly important is now that you have the first name and the email address, we want to import that into your email marketing software. Now, I do want to caveat that you still can gather somebody's email and first name within the landing page. However, the conversion rate is right around 40%. Then if you stayed inside Manychat and gathered their email and first name, the conversion rate goes up to almost 80% and higher, which is phenomenal. So with that said, how do we get this over into your email marketing software? So walking you through that, the moment that the end user downloads the actual freebie, you're going to want to build an action, as you can see right here. Now, you can have multiple actions within one. So for the sake of this example, the first thing we did right here is we added a tag. This is a Manychat tag specifically. So when you click on plus action, Oops, sorry. So when you click on plus, actually, let's just rebuild this real quick so you guys can see it. It's probably just easier to do it that way. All right. All right. So when you click on action, now this right here is going to prompt up anything within the Manychat itself. So we're going to do add tag. I personally love to have a tag within Manychat. Think of it as like an organization of your folders. You can go into your contacts within Manychat and see within the entire flow where people took action and where they didn't. It just really helps you from an internal perspective. On here, you can, pick any of the tags you want, or you can straight up just build the tag right here. You don't have to proactively build a tag before. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to keep it as I'll keep it as the test freebie. Then the next thing here, now that's ManyChat. Now let's talk about having it import over to your email marketing system. It can be Klaviyo, Kajabi. Kit is the one that I use specifically, so we'll use that one. We're going to hit add action. You will already have your Kit. You'll already have Kit implemented within ManyChat as a whole. Click on Kit. Now there are 4 different ways in how you can import that directly to your email marketing platform. I personally use the add contact to sequence, your email sequence. Typically, Anna and I have about a 7 to 9 email follow-up sequence that we have whenever we get someone's first name and email address from our freebie product. And then we also have add tag. I personally love add tag the most just because I like to have everything go into a specific tag, aka a folder within Kit itself. So then I can apply that tag to whatever email sequence I want. So we're going to click add tag. And what you're going to see here is it only says an email field. Now, the reason why it is that is because in order to grab their first name automatically into Kit, or really Kajabi, Klaviyo, whatever you're using, is to gather the first name, you would have to unfortunately download an API called Zapier. That is, in a sense, it zaps automatically the first name and the email address directly over to your email marketing platform. So unfortunately, it is an additional cost to be able to pull that over. Otherwise, at a beginner level, it is completely fine by going into ManyChat, exporting all of those first names, and then applying it to the actual email address within your email marketing software. But overall, just wanted to kind of show you a high level view of what that looks like. So when it comes to add a tag, this is something that you automatically have to already have built out within your Kit platform, the tag itself. So I will just put this as Manychat guide freebie, and then I will hit save. And so what this is saying here is that the moment that the end user fills out their information, the first name and the last name, and they download here, it will get tagged within Manychat, test freebie, and then it will also go directly into my Kit, only the email, unless if I added another action with Zapier as well to where it pulls in the first name. Now, just to kind of show this full funnel, because I'm very visual, let's look at this real quick. I'm going to do an update. Any changes you make while building out this flow, or even when you download it from me and you do your own edits, make sure you're always updating. So I'm going to hit a preview just so you can see the whole, just more of the visualization. I can't get this any bigger. That's weird. Anywho, all right. So this is the first message. So that person made the comment, Superman, right? This is the first message that comes up. The end user clicks yes. Okay. Let's say that my email doesn't have value. They do not have my information. I'm going to click on this. Within 3 seconds, it will prompt up that very first question where I'm asking for their email address. I'll type in my email address. Cool. And then it's going to wait 3 seconds Then from here, it's going to ask, do I already have the person's first name? Let's say I don't. Okay. 3 seconds. It's then going to ask them for their first name. And then here we go. I'll type in Nikki, hit that, and then it'll wait a few more seconds. And this is where it's actually going to prompt you up the freebie itself. Then, of course, once you hit download here, then the actions are going to then kickstart directly bringing it over to the email marketing system. And that's it. So that is a very, very high level view of this free template in gathering the end user's email and first name. And definitely, please, if you have any questions or comments, never hesitate to reach out below. Ann and I are always happy to help. But then also look at our course material. It is very simple. We teach you step by step. We provide flows for you as well as email templates. Cheers, and I hope you have a great day.